Two whistleblowers have come forward to talk about the contractor in charge of a migrant children's detention facility in Fort Bliss, Texas, where they claim that this contractor, company by the name of ServPro, I'll get to that in a minute, but anyway, ServPro, they say, has no business whatsoever supervising children because they literally don't supervise children as part of their business. ServPro, I'm sure a lot of people have probably heard of them. It's a fire and water restoration company. So if you have a small fire at your house, if you have a flood at your house, you call your local ServPro franchise and they come out, they deal with the water damage, deal with the fire damage, take care of all of that for you. That is what this company is. But somehow they were given a contract to run this migrant detention facility where they had to oversee 5,000 children in the month of May alone. And that's where this whistleblower complaint comes from. Here's some of the things that they alleged. There were stacks of bunk beds that made it difficult to keep a line of sight on all children, many of whom were visibly distressed. The ServPro contractors also used loud music to wake the children each day, with some bunks just 10 feet from the giant speakers. Multiple children reported medical problems ranging from unexplained pain to profuse bleeding. They also discovered children who were deeply upset and anxious about their situation and wanted to talk to a counselor. These were not children who were likely to get up out of bed and seek assistance from an adult. And the whistleblowers also say that these contractors felt that their jobs were more crowd control than actually taking care of these migrant children. And now the ServPro head office, I guess, has come out, released a statement and said, hey, listen, we franchise all of our operations here. So the people down there at the ServPro in Fort Bliss, Texas, that's not the parent company. We don't do childcare. We don't know why they're doing this. So ServPro is already trying to distance itself from ServPro, which is, interesting. It is your company. You may franchise it, but you also get a cut of that money, so you need to do something about this. But folks, the reason this story is important is because it continues to prove that little, if anything, has changed for these children being detained along our southern border. We're still seeing children with medical problems that are not being addressed. They're being treated horrendously by the people in charge. And they're being locked in these facilities, some of them, yes, in cages, for months on end. Just like what we saw under the Trump administration. And again, these complaints, these stories that I'm telling you here, these all came from May of this year. This is the Biden administration running these camps now. This is not something you can blame on Donald Trump. This is squarely the Biden administration doing this now. He owns this. And we cannot continue to overlook these horrendous conditions just because a Democrat is sitting in the White House. These are human beings. These are children who need help. They need people to talk to. They need counselors. They need people who actually speak their language. That's another thing the whistleblower said, is that most of these contractors don't even speak Spanish, so they literally can't communicate with these kids. And yes, this story pisses me off, and it should piss you off too. Because we were promised things would get better. But so far, 6 months into this administration, we haven't seen it yet. If you can't get enough Ring of Fire, we encourage everyone to subscribe to our channel for fresh video content 7 days a week. And for even more from me, you can follow me on all social media outlets, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram @FairandBalanced.